I'm 75 years old. People often ask me what my biggest regret in life is.
They expect me to say something dramatic, a bad decision, a failure, a mistake I made. But my biggest regret is quieter than that. It doesn't shout. It doesn't announce itself. It waits patiently, and then it speaks when it's already too late. And if you're watching this right now, there's a chance, a very real chance, that you're making the same mistake I did without even knowing it. I didn't know either. Please stay with me, because this regret doesn't feel dangerous when you're young. It feels reasonable, responsible, even smart, until one day you wake up old. When I thought I had time, when I was young, time felt endless. At 20, life was just beginning. At 30, I felt unstoppable. At 40, I thought I was finally becoming someone. I told myself the same sentence over and over again. Not now. I'll do it later. Later, when things calm down. Later, when I'm more stable. Later, when life slows down. I truly believed later would come. What no one tells you is this: later is not a guarantee. What I thought life was about. I thought life was about building something. A career. A reputation. Security. I thought if I worked hard enough, everything else would fall into place. Love would wait. Rest would wait. Joy would wait. And so I ran. I ran through my days, through my weeks, through my years, always busy, always tired, always chasing the next thing. I confused movement with progress. The small moments I ignored. The strange thing is, life tried to stop me many times. Quiet moments, small invitations, a conversation that deserved my full attention, a moment that wanted me to stay a little longer, a feeling that whispered, slow down. But I ignored those moments. I told myself I was doing the right thing. I told myself the people around me would understand. They know I'm busy. They know I care. They know I'm doing this for them. I was wrong. The people who waited for me. There were people in my life who didn't need much. They didn't ask for perfection. They didn't ask for luxury. They asked for presence. For me to listen without looking at the clock. For me to be there without rushing away. For me to notice them, and I gave them what I had left. Half of my attention, half of my energy, half of myself. I told myself it was temporary. It wasn't. How life slips away. Life doesn't disappear all at once. It disappears slowly. One missed dinner becomes a habit. One postponed visit becomes a year. One ignored feeling becomes distance. You don't notice it happening. That's the danger. You think everything is fine until suddenly, everything feels far away. The moment I realized something was wrong, there was no big event, no hospital room, no dramatic phone call, just a quiet moment. I was sitting alone, late at night, looking at old photos, faces I once saw every day, moments that felt ordinary at the time, and I felt something heavy settle in my chest. I was there in those pictures, but I wasn't really there. The painful truth. That's when it began to hurt. Not a sharp pain, a deep one, the kind that doesn't leave. I realized something that terrified me. I had lived most of my life preparing to live, instead of actually living. I postponed happiness. I postponed connection. I postponed myself. All for a future that never arrived. Why this regret is different. You can fix many things in life. You can apologize. You can start again. You can change direction. But you cannot go back to moments that passed unnoticed. You can't relive someone's childhood, a season that has ended, a chance you didn't take. That's why this regret is so heavy, because it has no solution. What I didn't understand when I was young. I thought being responsible meant being busy. I thought success required sacrifice. What I didn't understand was this: you don't sacrifice things. You sacrifice moments. And moments are life itself. The question that still haunts me. Sometimes, I ask myself a question that has no answer now. Why did I wait? Why did I assume there would always be more time? Why did I think the important things could be delayed? I don't have a good answer. Only this realization. Time doesn't slow down because you're busy. Message to you, don't skip this. If you're watching this and thinking, this is sad but it's not my life, please listen carefully. I thought the same thing. This regret doesn't start as pain. It starts as a postponement, and postponement feels harmless. At this point in my life, I can finally name my biggest regret clearly. But before I tell you exactly what it is, you need to understand what life looks like at 75, because that's where the truth becomes impossible to ignore. What life really looks like at 75. At 75, life becomes very quiet. Not peaceful quiet, honest quiet. The noise fades, the deadlines, the competition, the pressure to prove something, and what remains is truth. You sit with your memories more than your plans. You look backward more than forward. And suddenly, the things you once rushed past become very loud in your mind. What I see clearly now, at this age, you don't think about what you achieved. You think about who you were available to, who you showed up for, who you truly knew. You remember faces more than trophies, moments more than milestones. And that's when my regret became impossible to ignore. The biggest regret, full reveal. My biggest regret in life is this. I was physically present in my life, but emotionally absent. I was there, but distracted. I showed up, but rushed. I loved, but postponed showing it. I treated life like something that would start later, and later never came. Why this regret hurts so deeply? You can recover from failure. You can rebuild after loss. But you cannot recover missed presence. You cannot go back and say, I'm listening now. I have time now. You matter more than my schedule. Those chances exist only once, and I spent too many of them somewhere else. The lie I believed for decades. The lie sounded responsible. I'm doing this for them. I just need to get through this phase. Once things are stable, I'll slow down. But stability is a moving target. There's always another bill, another goal, another responsibility. If you wait for life to calm down before you live it, you will wait forever. Looking back at my younger self, if I could sit across from my younger self, I wouldn't criticize him. I would simply say, you think you're building a life, but you're missing it while it happens. I was so focused on the future that I forgot the present is the only place life exists. The people I didn't fully see, some of the people I loved most are gone now. Not because we argued, not because we didn't care, but because time passed, and the conversations we postponed never happened. That realization stays with you at night. What keeps me awake sometimes? It's not guilt, it's awareness. Knowing that many of the moments I missed the most were ordinary at the time, and I didn't recognize their value because I thought they were unlimited. They weren't. What no one teaches you about time. Time doesn't disappear in years. It disappears in days you thought didn't matter. Ordinary days, routine days, nothing special days. Those days are your life. Please hear this direct message to viewer. If you are watching this right now, put the phone down sometimes. Stay a little longer. Listen without planning your reply. Be where your feet are. You don't need to change your whole life. You just need to stop postponing the important parts of it. What I would do differently. If I were given one more chance, just one, I would. Choose presence over productivity. Choose connection over convenience. Choose now over someday. I would understand that success means very little if you are not fully there to experience it. Acceptance at 75. I've learned to live with this regret, not because it no longer hurts, but because it teaches. Regret is painful wisdom, and wisdom should be shared. That's why I'm speaking now. What really matters in the end? At the end of life, you don't wish for another achievement, another possession, another title. You wish for more time with the people you love, more moments you didn't rush through, more presence. That's the truth. I'm 75 years old. This is my biggest regret in life. Not that I failed, not that I struggled, not that life was hard, but that I waited too long to fully live the life that was already happening. Please don't make the same mistake. Don't wait, because one day you will wake up and realize that now was the moment you were supposed to be living all along. Life doesn't end suddenly. It ends quietly when you keep postponing it. Don't wait until it's too late.